In the crazy times we're living in right now, a lot of people think the hardest thing to do is succeed, to win, to work, to hit goals, to prove yourself. But the truth, the real hardest thing is to stay sane, to stay a normal human being in a world that's constantly pulling you away from your own nature, not just into recklessness or anger, but into losing touch with yourself, with your humanity, with what really matters. Look around you, the world's on edge, and we don't even know if this is the end or just the start of a long collapse. Every day there's talk of war, countries on fire, kids trapped under rubble, families falling apart. People are literally killing each other over a single word. Religion's gotten mixed into politics, and politics, it's in everything now. And social media, it's turned into a full-on arena for madness. Conspiracy theories, people screaming, hate everywhere, folks just losing control. And the news? One day it's a crisis, next day a disaster, then a tragedy. Terrible stuff happening every single day. And we've become just spectators, watching it all collapse. The injustice, the pain, the cruelty, and everyone's saying, not my problem. The world's too big for me anyway. But right in the middle of all that, I came across this line from the Stoics. People who lived through chaos like this centuries ago. Their mindset was simple, but solid. The wind may howl, but I will not be swept away. That one line hit me, taught me that staying grounded doesn't come from the world around you. It's a choice, a decision you make on the inside. And that's not just some poetic line. That's real life. That's what's actually happening every day. One of the most famous Stoics was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a philosopher. But the thing is, he wasn't writing for a magazine. He wasn't giving speeches. He was just writing to himself. In the middle of plagues, political chaos, betrayal, he kept a journal. And in one of his reflections, he said, "No matter what people say or do, my job is to be a good person. Like an emerald, I just remind myself, I'm an emerald and my color won't fade." That hit me. Because honestly, we're surrounded by noise, by pressure, by poison, every single day. But you gotta stay grounded. When you see a post that pisses you off, when someone cuts you off, or when the news makes your blood boil, those are daily tests. Not to test your intelligence, but to test your humanity. Don't let the crazy ones drag you into their madness. Don't let the people around you turn you into something you're not. It's not just about staying calm, it's about staying clear, staying aware, staying human. Self-control isn't weakness, and it's not passiveness. It's one of the strongest things you can build right now. There was this French philosopher, Michel de Montaigne. He lived through religious wars, plagues, and a country tearing itself apart. People were losing it, fighting, breaking down, turning on each other. But he chose a different path. He went back to his library, shut himself off, and started writing about people, about the mind, about what it means to live in chaos and still hold yourself together. He used to say, you've got to listen to your inner voice, even in all the noise. That everything going on around you, it's not an excuse to lose yourself. And when you read his words today, it feels like he's talking about us, right here, right now. Because what's happening around you does try to mess with what's inside you. But the real question is, are you going to let it? Don't follow the crowd. Pause, think. Be different. And this isn't just some ancient wisdom. It's real. Across every era, even in modern history. Take Lincoln, President of the United States during the Civil War. He watched his country fall apart, watched racism ripping society to pieces. And still, he didn't lose it. He didn't fight back with the same hate. He stayed grounded, he stayed human, he stayed sane. The people we still remember today, they weren't always the ones with the biggest achievement, but they were the ones who didn't lose themselves. When things heat up, when politics spill into the streets, when people are on edge, that's when your real role shows up. Not to judge others, not to jump into every fight, but to stand firm, to show that you're still human, even in the middle of the madness, to prove you're walking with values, not just feelings of the day. And every moment of chaos doesn't have to be a disaster. It could be a chance to respond with calm, a chance to act with fairness, even when things around you aren't fair, a chance to stay in control of your emotion, even when you're being provoked. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The obstacle in the path is the path," meaning what's standing in your way might actually be what's pushing you forward. Some people turned loss into success, turned pressure into creativity, turned rock bottom into a brand new beginning. But Marcus wasn't just talking about success. He was talking about virtue, about staying good. Even when everything around you is messed up, in the middle of all the crap, stay clean. In the face of injustice, stay fair. When everything's trying to shake you, stay steady. There's another powerful quote that sums it all up. People are our business. We help them. We endure them. And even if they slow us down, they can't stop our intention. The mind can turn any obstacle into a path. Everything that triggers you, every person yelling, every situation that pushes your buttons, none of it's a fight, it's all training. Training for patience, training to stay grounded, training to stay human, even when the people around you forget how to be. You don't have to change the whole world, but you do have to make sure the world doesn't change you for the worse. The wind's gonna keep howling, but you don't have to get swept away. The world's gonna keep going crazy, but you gotta stay sane. That's your role. That's your mission. And honestly, that might be the most important thing right now.